Hello everybody, welcome back to the Grand Slam. A very special episode of the Grand Slam because I know that some of you are going to say, Dave, why are you showing us an FA Cup match? This is the Grand Slam. You're meant to be winning the top 5 divisions in Europe. Yes, I am. But I thought it would be interesting to see how we match up against Premier League opposition. So today we are going to be facing West Ham United at Old Trafford. Apologies to those of you who feel that I am somehow sacrificing the purity of the save, but I thought it would be an interesting opportunity to test ourselves against a bigger team, and at the moment I would argue that West Ham United, as things stand in this game, are definitely a bigger team. I'm picking my words very, very carefully. Now, I don't think we're going to go with... there's a bit of a clash, isn't it? I guess we'll go with West Ham's away kit then, which, I'll be honest with you, if it wasn't for those vertical white lines and the horizontal white line, one of those or the other. Pick one. I just don't like the combination of the two. I feel like if you just had like a very Coventry style blue and white striped kit with the Betway in black just emblazoned across it without that white behind it, it would be fine. And if it was a blue shirt with the almost in the same way as Middlesbrough often had their kits back in the day, and I think still do, with the white hoop just around the chest that normally lines up with the sponsor, that would have been cool. But using horizontal and vertical lines just doesn't work for me. But in order to stay away from a kit clash, I think we are going to have West Ham play in that slightly awkward looking shirt. I don't know, it's got 2 shades of blue on it as well. I don't know if that's too much detail, honestly. I don't know. I'm a kit nerd. I can't help it. Anyway, let's have a look at who's going to be playing for us today. Oh, Onyeka is not looking happy, is he? Okay. No biggie, because we have Mr. Chalobah on the bench, and he's going to come on and he's going to play in defensive midfield in the place of Onyeka. De Silva not looking massively happy, but I think we're going to go with him anyway. We'll keep Onyeka on the bench as well. I think it's worth keeping him there in case we do need a little bit more quality. I feel like Onyeka on a red arrow is probably equal to Chalobah on a 73 rating. Do I want to throw somebody unexpected onto the bench? I would like to. I'll be honest, I would like to. I tell you what, we'll sacrifice one of our centre forwards. Force is going to make way, and I think it's going to be Bidstrup, a player who I think does have a future with the team, but he's going to have to start improving, and whether that's through a loan spell or by playing in cup matches, I'm not sure. The only issue that we've got is that he's playing against a midfield which contains Rice, Vlasic, Bowen, Pablo Fornals. Oh dear, this is going to be absolutely brutal. I like how the rest of our team stacks up, though. I think we can compete with a lot of the West Ham team in most areas. I tell you what I'm also going to do. Fernandez is going to play in goal. He can be our cup goalkeeper for the season. It's probably going to be our last cup game of the season anyway, but here we go. We're off to the races at Wembley Stadium. Was it Wembley or was it Old Trafford? I think we're playing at Old Trafford. That will be confirmed in a second. Those of you with the power to rewind time will probably be able to find out and tell me, but it is Old Trafford. In fact, it is Old Trafford. There's the Bobby Charlton and Stretford End stands, the Sir Alex Ferguson stand in the background, and the 4th stand, whose name I do not remember, and apparently has no name. It just has an Adidas logo above it. Perhaps in years to come, another famous name from Manchester United will have the honour of having that stand named after them. Or maybe it already has a name, and someone in the comments can tell me what it is. Anyway, here we are. We've started the game in possession of the football. Aya plays to Henry, into De Silva, who sees the run of Wissa. He's not going to get there ahead of Zuma. Oh, he does get there. but he miscontrols it slightly. I think he was slightly surprised to get the ball. West Ham put it out of play for a throw-in, which Henry will take. Immediately gives it to De Silva, who finds a cross for Ivan Toney. And Bueno unable to do anything with it. And Jensen gives up possession a little bit too easily. And Janssen is now chasing after Antonio, who is a really potent outlet for West Ham. He's managed to get the better of him. I think that was slightly fortunate for us. And in fact, that entire passage of play is quite fortunate for us, because we could have given that away very easily and it would have been pretty bad for us. De Silva's lost the ball and now Jensen's given up possession. Král into the middle for Declan Rice. Vlasic, here's Pablo Fornals, and it's an early chance for West Ham. And I'm surprised that they didn't make more of it. We're popping the ball around nicely as well. I don't think we've been massively outclassed by the Premier League outfit yet, as Fernandes restarts the play with a ball out to Janssen. The only real problem that we seem to have is connecting our passes. West Ham doing a good job at the moment of pressing us in those midfield and defensive areas. Here's Wissa. Ball looking for the left back Henry on the outside. Now Pablo Fornals again plays it forward to Declan Rice, who's out wide. Antonio into the middle. De Silva plays it back to the goalkeeper. Could have been a risky one, but he got just the right weight on it. And Bueno unable to win that header. Cresswell now to Fornals again down the left-hand side. He's got Antonio in support, but the Russian full-back puts it out of play. Raskazov has enjoyed a fairly decent start to his Brentford career since moving from, I think it was Spartak Moscow that we signed him from. And he's won the ball there, some would argue unfairly, but we've gotten away with it. Now Ivan Toney making a run, holds it up pretty well, plays it in looking for Wissa, who somehow manages to keep hold of possession of the ball. Falls over. And no foul is given, so we're going to assume it wasn't a foul. Rice to Vlasic. Good ball out to Bowen on the left side of our defence, but he can't make anything of it. And the errant pass, only good enough to find one of our defenders. Here's Trevor Chalobah to Janssen. Oh, Razkov just sold a little bit short there with the pass. Now Vlasic to Cresswell. Down the line for Fornals. Another one down the line. Razkazov is chasing after it. Declan Rice can't compete with the Russian. De Silva to Ivan Toney. Puts one over the top looking for Bueno. Cresswell deals pretty well. Puts it out of touch for a throw-in, which Brentford will take on this right-hand side. Razkazov in an advanced position, and Bueno also there. It's played into Razkazov. Can he find a cross? He looks for Ivan Toney. He finds him, but the header is right at the goalkeeper, Fabianski, who puts it behind for a corner kick. Nice move by Brentford, if a little bit agricultural, a little bit obvious, but West Ham couldn't deal with it, so I suppose it doesn't really matter how obvious it is. De Silva, oh my goodness me, just the wrong side of the post. It's a good header by the midfielder come full-back. Fair play to him. He did everything right except for the direction of the header. Mbeumo. Oh, it's a poor pass from Mbeumo. Janssen does a very good job of heading the ball back to Fernandes. Antonio is ploughing a lonely furrow at the tip of the West Ham attack. It's Chalobah to Jensen. Mbeumo for Wissa, into Toney, looks to finish and just puts it wide. It's a lovely move by Brentford. Wissa available in between two defenders, holds it up just long enough for Ivan Toney to make the run. But the outside of the right foot, unable to curve the ball far enough inwards to challenge the goalkeeper. And so it remains 0-0. Aya underneath this ball. Oh dear, well, I thought that we could have done a better job of defending that. Here's Kufal on the right-hand side. It's good strength from Toney. Does such a good job of holding that ball up. Now Aya with a long one forward, looking for Toney. Vlasic. Good touch by him. Managed to keep hold of the ball. Here's Fornals now on the left-hand side. Back to Cresswell. Played inside to Declan Rice. Antonio, he's got a chance here, but it's blocked by the defender. Henry overruns it. Declan Rice. Oh, it's a good shot by the England international. And Henry just knocks it as far forward as he can, looking for Wissa. It's almost a very good ball. Wissa trying to find Ivan Toney and not able to do so. Oh, it's another great save by Fernandez. West Ham are knocking at the door now with increasing insistency. Lovely passing play by them. But the goalkeeper stands firm. He will not allow his clean sheet to go quietly into the night. Now Fornals with the corner, swings it out. Aya underneath it, manages to get his head on it as far as Kufal. Jensen completely missing his tackle. And West Ham are playing some nice stuff around the area. Brentford are trying to play it out from the back. They survive a fraught half of football, which has potentially seen West Ham with the better of the chances. But Brentford have not just sat there and allowed West Ham onto them. They've attacked with equal vigour, only managing the 3 shots, only managing the 1 on target. But still, they have given West Ham and their manager David Moyes something to think about in that first half. A majority of possession did go with the quote-unquote home side in this fixture. But it's West Ham United who are having the better at half-time. Going to restart the game with no changes made by Brentford. I wonder if West Ham will have made any. Doesn't look as though they have. So unchanged are both sides in this second half. Asker's off to Jensen, to De Silva. Oh, he's just had the ball taken off of him there, but he manages to catch himself long enough to keep possession of the ball. Oh, that's lovely play. And Buemo, can he find Ivan Toney? He can. And Toney, oh, goodness me, just wide of the post again. He keeps putting it just to the left of that left-hand post. But lovely one-touch play by Brentford to start this second half off. Oh, wasn't it close? He was a lick of paint away from making contact with that left-hand post. Considerably further away from it going in, but still. You have to wonder how many chances is Ivan Toney going to need. Probably not many, as De Silva loses out and Henry does a good job of covering his Jensen. Oh dear. Oh, Antonio in acres of space. But Aya covers admirably. Buemo. Oh, he's just guilty of dwelling on it slightly too long. That's an awful pass. Chalobah does a good job of getting his foot in there and winning the ball back for his team. De Silva. Oh, we've got away with it. Here's Wissa. And Rice is just right where he needed to be. Good defensive instincts by the England player. Here's Chalobah again. To De Silva. Back to Aya. Dinked over the top for Henry. It's a lovely ball. Unfortunately, there's nobody for Henry to pass to. Oh, just round the corner for Toney, but he couldn't get the pass quite right. Jensen Mbuemo. Oh dear, not what I intended. It's all got a little bit scrappy here. West Ham clean up eventually, and it goes out as far as Chalobah and Antonio. Antonio winning the day there. Ooh, that's a good ball out to Fornals. Razkasov has committed himself into the middle, and oh my goodness, well, it's an excellent chance for a striker who is in excellent form for the Hammers. And the fact that he hasn't put it away is a little bit of a let-off. Now Lanzini on for Vlasic for West Ham. So they're looking to make more of their chances. They're pressing us very high up the pitch as well. I wonder if we can possibly use that to our advantage. Is Mbuemo. Jensen's away from his man. Toney, it's in! 1-0 to Brentford. It wasn't the best pass in the world to him, but it was good enough for him to get a shot off. And Fabianski was beaten all ends up. Look at that instinct from Ivan Toney. He knew that he couldn't keep running at goal, so he checked his run, backed up a little bit to make some space for himself, and then came again and caught the defender out, and with the outside of the left boot, puts it past Fabianski. It's 1-0 to the Bees. Well, we have something of a cup upset on the cards here at Old Trafford, where Championship second place team Brentford are leading Premier League West Ham. There's Mbuemo, back out to Jensen. Into Wissa. Oh, De Silva's got a chance, and it's a good save by Fabianski, but in truth, it's a poor effort. It was right at him. I think a player with slightly more quality would put it into one of the corners, but for a left back, it wasn't a terrible effort. Here's another chance, Wissa. It's punched. Henry's going to hit one. Spectacular effort. My goodness me. Are you a left back? Finishing like that, I'm not so sure. Now, Henry is out for the count pretty much, so we're going to throw De Silva back into the left back spot, and we're going to bring on Wouterberger, who is in good form. Hopefully we'll get a good game out of him today. And Bidstrup, I do want to give him some game time. Ball winning of 67 isn't terrible. Just wondering about the possibility of throwing him in for Chalobah. Might be a bit early. I think we leave it as it is for now. Canos can come on for Wissa. And that'll be it. And I think we will give Bidstrup a little bit of time, but maybe just 5 minutes or so. Fabianski restarting the play. It goes upfield. Janssen underneath it, looking to challenge for the ball. Oh, hello, they've gone straight through here. Wouterberger needs to get in there, and he does manage to get an important touch on the ball, I think. And if he doesn't, at least his presence there puts some pressure on Antonio for the finish. But that was proper Route 1 stuff by West Ham, and the fact that they were able to get a shot off, credit to them. Janssen's been drawn to the short corner here. It's come out to Antonio, who's wasted out there. Aya challenges for the ball, doesn't get anywhere near it. Oh dear. Chalobah back to Aya. Now De Silva. He's got a willing runner ahead of him in Wouterberger. Kufal back to the goalkeeper. Fabianski launches it back down the field. Aya winning the header, but only goes as far as a West Ham player. Chalobah picking up the loose ball. Now here we go again. Berger out to De Silva. Sergi Canos. Lovely stuff by Brentford. Jensen, Canos, Mbuemo. Oh, it's wide of the post. What a miss from Mbuemo. It would have been easier to put it on target at least. Perhaps we brought the wrong player off. Right, and now with only a couple of minutes left, I'm going to put Bidstrup on, but I'm going to take the decision to move Wouterberger back into defensive midfield. I know he's not massively suited for it, but similarly, I think he's a better defensive midfielder than Bidstrup is. Jensen actually looks okay, but no, I think this is the right decision to maintain the shape but change the personnel around slightly. So on comes Bidstrup for what I think might be his debut under my managership. Janssen under the ball again, goes to win the header. There is Bidstrup with his first touch on the ball. Sergi Canos could be away here if Kufal is beaten to the ball, and he is. Inside to Bidstrup. Oh my goodness me. Well, he's involved. Straight away he's involved. And here he is again. His instincts on the ball are excellent. Mbuemo! Oh my goodness me, he's missed it again. He's going to put one of these away, but with only a minute and a half of regular time left, I wonder if he's running out of time in this match. But he's getting himself into positions, and that's what you want from an attacking player. Janssen under the ball again. This is great play by Brentford. Here's Bidstrup. Oh, nearly gets a lovely ball through to one of his teammates. Can't quite manage it, and Aya manages to head the ball away from danger. De Silva to Berger. Back to Janssen. Oh, that's nice. That's very nice. Here's Mbuemo. Can he find a cross? Well, it was behind Canos as well as Toney. Canos making a run. Can he keep it in? No, he can't. And there's the final whistle. And it's a famous victory for Brentford in the FA Cup against West Ham. The West Ham players are holding something of an inquiry on the pitch. Not happy at all with the result. They'll feel like they've let themselves down. But this Brentford team go from strength to strength here. Brilliant display against Premier League opposition. They will be very happy with their day's work, and they'll see this as a vindication of their decision to engage the services of Dave Plays as their new manager. It started brightly for West Ham in the first half, but Brentford eventually managed to make the most of their chances and actually overtook West Ham for the number of chances made during the match. And look at the possession. Brentford having the lion's share in the second half, upping their overall possession statistics to 65% of the entire game. That is very nearly 2/3 of the game with the ball at the feet of Brentford players. That is very impressive stuff. Ivan Toney then getting a man of the match performance, and I think that is very, very harsh on Bidstrup. I think for when he came on and what he was able to do in those few minutes that he was on the pitch, he deserves more than a 5.5, but my issues with the rating system in this game are well documented and stretch back to the previous version, Pro Evolution Soccer 2020. So I don't think it's any surprise that once again I am criticising the rating system. Here's the rest of the results from the FA Cup. Liverpool, Brighton, West Brom, Everton, Arsenal, Brentford of course, Sheffield United after extra time, Chelsea, Manchester City, Norwich, Villa, Leicester City, Tottenham, Leeds United, Watford and Manchester United all getting through to the next round. A really impressive result for Watford there, beating Crystal Palace 4-0. Goodness gracious me. So in the next round of the FA Cup, it looks as though Brentford have got Arsenal. Oh, dearie, dearie me. That's going to be an interesting one. But that is it for another episode of the Grand Slam. Thank you for joining me for this FA Cup special to end the week. When we return next week, we will be back to championship action. I can't tell you or promise you who that's going to be against, but I don't think it's a million miles away from this day. Until next time, thank you very much for watching. Take care. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.